Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at some Zippo lighters and just lighters in general, as well as maintenance with these guys. Zippo lighters are one of the most well-known lighter brands. Zippos have been around for a long time. They may not be the most efficient or lightest, but they are definitely robust. They are great for just another reason. It's the sounds and how it looks. At some point, a regular Bic though will be a bit better. If you want something nicer and don't want to have to keep your finger on the button all the time, get a Zippo. Zippos can come in many different color patterns, and you can also get different inserts from them. The ones I have in mine are the standard fluid ones. I have the silver one in the plastic bag because I have that fueled and I don't use it much. So I want to keep it from leaking fuel as much as I can. So this is what an insert looks like. I can swap them out if I wanted to. You can get different inserts for them. You can get one that uses butane and with a torch flame, or you could get other third-party inserts. There is one that I know of that uses butane but still has a soft flame. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. The Zippos here are about $12 for this plain silver one, and I got this green Topo one for about $37. And that typically is more expensive for a Zippo, though you can get more expensive ones. How you would maintain one of these is by keeping the wick and flint not worn out, and by keeping it full to prevent premature wick burn, which is this guy right here. This is the wick. So you would lift this up to fill it. And then how you'd, they start off from the factory with the wick being kind of just thrown in there. How you would set them up is you would take this insert, pull it out, unscrew the flint cartridge, you take out the rayon balls, like little cotton balls with tweezers, with keeping the flint and the spring for the flint over here somewhere where you're not going to lose it. And then once you have that all set up, you screw the thing back in, lift up the felt pad, and how I like to do it is so first of all, you pull up the felt pad, then I like to pour it in for 5 seconds, let it soak for a few seconds, and then pour in for another 5 seconds, and then move your consumables away and let it sit for another minute after you've had it filled up. And if you want to fill it up without the risk of spilling stuff everywhere, you would put it back in the Zippo case like this is how I like to do it. And then after you've let it sit for about a minute or so, then you can try it, but do not light it without the case on, because if there's a fire, if you have a fire with this guy, you can just cup it like this, but without the case, there's no way to do that, and you would have to resort to blowing on it. And then if you don't have the case on, it's just it's gonna be 10 times harder to put the fire out with than it would be within the case. And then another great thing about Zippos is their warranty. Zippo has a great warranty where it is unconditional. That means that you can go to the shooting range, blow it to pieces, and they will still accept it and send you a new one. Don't do that though, because in reality, it's kind of pointless, because it's just a lighter, and it's you're having to pay money to ship it to them, and they have to pay money to ship it and get a new one. Yeah, and if you want something really cool and don't use a lighter all the time, or do, get a Zippo. They're really good quality, cool looking lighters. And then with this one, I keep it in the plastic bag so it does not leak fuel as much. The fuel, they have a Zippo lighter fluid that you would want to use because that works the best. And then this one is quite old. You can see how well used it's been. Insert on here, you pull it out, it's a little bit tougher. But yeah, you can definitely see that this one's older. And then getting it back in, just push it back in like this. This one is a bit harder to do since it's older. And then the lid definitely is a little bit looser. They typically come a little loose. And then my wick might have burned out on this one, so I would need to get a replacement for it. And then it's like this one, this is probably your classic, like this is what you're gonna find on the checkout aisle at Walmart. This one I found at like an arts and crafts store downtown. So like you're not gonna go wrong with either one of these. Like this one's probably gonna be my user, and this one I'm just gonna keep nice because I don't want to ruin it. And this one's already been used, and they're pretty great lighters. Like I'm not gonna lie. And then they're about 2 inches long, a little bit more than 2 inches long, and about 1.25 inches wide. And then they're probably about 1/4 inch in depth. Yeah, so for keeping these guys to burn longer and not wear out, it's fast. Like you want to, if you're not going to use it all the time, keep it in a little plastic bag like this, or put a Ranger band across to keep the gas from leaking out. Make sure the flint is good, and make sure that your wick is set up like how I told you to do it, and make sure you actually have a good wick in there. And don't light these guys with low fuel, because with low fuel it will cause the wick to burn prematurely. This one I got from a friend who didn't use it much anymore, so it's pretty well worn. They didn't take incredibly good care of it, but they did take good care of it. Like they didn't let it rust or anything like that. But this is kind of an old school style lighter. Thanks for watching and have a great day.